What you are about to learn is known by few people. You may not know it, but even the plants we choose for our home can bring blessings or challenges. Yes, that's right, dear friends. Certain plants have been observed by ancient masters as symbols of prosperity, while others can cloud our path to abundance. Did you know that in ancestral wisdom, the cactus is a plant that carries very powerful energies? But what kind of energy exactly? Some teachings tell us that its thorny appearance not only protects but also blocks the flow of wealth. It's like a sign warning prosperity energy to stay away, which is why many believe that having cacti at home can bring financial stagnation. Today I will show you 3 types of cacti considered unfavorable for fortune, but also 3 that are great allies for attracting prosperity, according to Buddhist teachings. And I'll give you a hint. Each one has its own reason, its hidden secrets, which often go unnoticed. As we journey through this knowledge, keep in mind that at the end of the video, I'll share a special secret. Something that will help you understand more deeply how to connect with the energy of abundance. I assure you, it's something few people know, and as an added bonus, in the description of this video or in the first pinned comment, I'll be sharing some non-natural but practical methods to generate extra money. If you're ready, I encourage you to write the following in the comments. Natural energy attracts abundance. Let's first talk about those which, according to the ancient masters, could bring poverty, or at least difficulty. The San Pedro cactus is truly fascinating because its energy moves at a frequency that escapes material concerns. This cactus, also known as Echinopsis pa Hanoi, has been used for millennia in shamanic rituals of the Andean and Amazonian cultures, where it is considered a master plant, a bridge connecting the human soul with higher realms. Its essence is deeply spiritual, and the psychoactive properties of this plant have been viewed as a tool to transcend the limitations of the physical world, allowing practitioners to have experiences that go beyond everyday reality. In the home, however, San Pedro can be problematic for those seeking material prosperity. According to the ancient masters, this cactus has the ability to open doors to spiritual dimensions that, while rich in wisdom, may interfere with worldly affairs. San Pedro's energy doesn't recognize the boundaries of the physical plane. Its purpose seems to be helping us transcend the material and immerse ourselves in the unknown and mystical. In this sense, its vibration is like a river constantly flowing towards introspection and spirituality, drawing us away from earthly concerns such as financial security or material progress. This plant dilutes earthly energy, dissipating the clarity needed for focusing on financial goals or building economic stability. Having it in the home, its presence can act like a cloud of spiritual energy which, though enriching in a ritual context, blurs our clear perception of material aspirations. It's as if its energy constantly whispers that everything in this world is ephemeral and that the true meaning of life lies in the immaterial, in the journey of the soul rather than in economic success. For many, this energy can be revealing and profound, but in a home context, especially if seeking stability and abundance. San Pedro can act as an influence that diverts prosperity intentions, leading us into a state of contemplation and detachment that can be perceived as an obstacle to material wealth. The ancient masters warned that this plant, by anchoring the house in the spiritual dimension, diverts our attraction energy, so that the material loses relevance in the space's energetic structure. Keeping San Pedro in the home is like having a constant invitation to question the value of possessions and contemplate the fleeting nature of material achievements. It subtly, and sometimes more intensely, pushes us to doubt earthly goals and reminds us that all worldly success is temporary. For those seeking to cultivate wealth or stability, this cactus is a reminder that material well-being is not the ultimate goal, and that there is a call to explore the deeper meaning of existence, even if this may dilute practical aspirations. Ultimately, San Pedro is a powerful plant and should be treated with respect. Not everyone is prepared for the intensity of its energy in a domestic setting, especially if they are at a stage where financial goals and material prosperity are important. Those who choose to have this plant in their spaces should consider assigning it a specific place, ideally in an area dedicated to meditation or introspection, away from the heart of the home, so that its expansive and mystical energy does not interfere with the pursuit of stability and abundance on the earthly plane. Another cactus, the cholya. The cholya, also called the bone tree cactus or jumping cactus, is one of the most enigmatic and, in many ways, imposing plants of the desert. Its structure is unusual. Articulated branches covered with long, sharp, loose spines that detach with surprising ease, as if the plant itself wants to repel anyone trying to approach. In fact, The slightest touch causes these spines to stick, creating an immediate feeling of rejection, as if the plant were sending a clear warning: keep your distance. To ancient masters and nature observers, this behavior of the cholya was a sign of intense defensive energy. This is not a plant that seeks to connect or harmonize. On the contrary, its presence is almost like a shield. The scattered, ready-to-hook spines act as a powerful symbol of barriers and resistance, creating an environment that repels proximity and, in energetic terms, can also ward off abundance and good fortune. Ancient sages interpreted this energy as a constant projection of "stay away," which can have a direct effect on the prosperity energy in the home. In a home, the energy of the cholya cactus can hinder the arrival of prosperity by creating a blocking field that acts as a barrier to the flow of positive energy, especially in the areas of abundance and wealth. The cholya emits an isolating energy that can impact our relationships with financial opportunities and our capacity to receive. Although its spines may appear protective, this type of defense is too extreme for a harmonious environment focused on attracting wealth. Ancient masters observed that the energy field of the cholya could sow an atmosphere of subtle conflict, an invisible struggle within the home. The effects of this energy aren't limited to wealth. They can also manifest as personal conflicts, daily tensions, and a general feeling of resistance or difficulty in attracting positive situations. The cholya seems to unconsciously create a space of rejection where opportunities for prosperity tend to dissipate before they can even draw near. Having a cholya in the home can be like inviting an unyielding guardian who unwittingly creates an environment where good things, including fortune, are met with suspicion or rejection. The ancient masters recommended avoiding this cactus in the home if one seeks an open and receptive energy flow. For them, this cactus was more suitable for outdoor spaces, where its defensive energy can act as a natural barrier without disturbing the delicate balance a home needs to attract abundance and well-being. Next is the tuna cactus, or nopal. The tuna or nopal cactus is undeniably one of the most popular and beloved plants in many cultures for its culinary uses and its adaptability to harsh climates. Its large, flat leaves covered with spines reflect its protective and strong character. However, in terms of home energy, the nopal can have an unexpected effect on prosperity. Its nature acts as a sort of energetic container. Its wide leaves and water retention capability in the desert are symbols of protection, but also of isolation and accumulation. To the ancient wise ones, the nopal represents energy that is stored and contained within itself. While this quality is vital for its survival, in a home environment, this characteristic can become a barrier to the circulation of positive energy, particularly that related to abundance. The ancients observed that the nopal has a presence that holds the natural flow of vibrations, encapsulating energy in a way that can hinder the arrival of new financial opportunities and economic growth. It's as if the nopal creates a microclimate of reserve and containment, generating a protective energy that, while firm, doesn't allow for the easy entry or exit of other forces, thereby limiting the flow of prosperity. The spines of the nopal also play an important role in this energetic dynamic. Just as they protect the plant from any predator, their energy mirrors that natural defense, creating an environment that, instead of welcoming new opportunities, closes in on itself. In terms of abundance, this type of barrier can act as an obstacle, making it difficult for prosperity energy to reach and settle in the home. The ancients explained that the nopal's retention, though beneficial in other contexts, can hinder the free flow of resources and material energy in its space. The wise ones also suggested that while the nopal is a plant that symbolizes resilience and sustenance in its natural habitat, its energetic vibration isn't the most suitable for a home seeking new opportunities and growth. In a deep sense, the nopal invites introspection, a guarding of what is already possessed, and an energy in a state of conservation, but this can limit the movement and expansion that abundance requires. In the home, where energy must circulate and renew constantly, the nopal may function more as a wall than as an invitation to prosperity. For those seeking to open themselves to abundance, the nopal may create a stagnant atmosphere. Its energy doesn't attract wealth, but instead retains it without allowing it to grow. It's a plant that symbolizes survival and resilience, but not necessarily the expansion and flourishing of fortune. In a home, this energy may manifest as financial limitations and difficulties in achieving a constant flow of abundance. Thus, these three cacti, each with its particular energy, teach us about the barriers we may unconsciously create. There's no need to fear them. but we should be aware of their influence and their ability to alter the flow of prosperity in our surroundings. Remember, this isn't about superstitions, but about the natural relationship we have with the energy of life. Every plant, every form of life, has a purpose and an influence, which is reflected in its environment and on those around it. Now we cross the threshold to the bright side, where certain cacti, instead of obstructing, facilitate the flow of abundance energy. Yes, even among spiky plants, there are allies for fortune. These special cacti have been valued for their ability to harmonize spaces and attract prosperity, according to the wisdom of the ancient masters. Let's get to know 3 of them and understand why their energies can help us create a more prosperous home. First, we have the peyote cactus, or Lophophora williamsii. The peyote, or Lophophora williamsii, is one of the most revered and mysterious cacti in the spiritual world, especially among the indigenous cultures of North America, where it has been used for centuries in sacred ceremonies and healing rituals. This small cactus, without spines and with a soft appearance, exudes an energy that is perceived as peaceful and open, qualities that make it different from other cacti with defensive structures and energetic barriers. From the perspective of ancient sages, the peyote has an almost magical effect on the environment, symbolizing the ability to open paths and remove internal obstacles that may interfere in our daily lives. This internal cleansing and clarity, when present in our space, is also reflected externally as an attraction to opportunities and prosperity. It's a plant that, rather than protecting or blocking, invites the energy of abundance to enter and flow without resistance. Its rounded, spine-free, and smooth texture is also a symbol of fullness and peace. In ancient traditions, roundness was seen as a sign of completeness, a structure that allows energy to circulate uninterruptedly. The peyote represents the cycle of uninterrupted energy, and by keeping it at home, especially in areas where we seek clarity, such as work or meditation spaces, its energy can help us focus on our material goals with greater precision and serenity. It's as if the peyote creates a space of peace and focus where our ideas and projects can thrive without distraction. It is also said that having a peyote in the home encourages introspection and self-knowledge, both fundamental aspects for achieving prosperity and success. Ancient masters believed that plants with a profound spiritual vibration, such as peyote, inspire their caretakers to find their purpose and stay on the path toward their goals. Therefore, beyond being merely a symbol of openness, peyote acts as a subtle guide that helps keep us focused, aligned, and clear on our journey to abundance. Another fascinating cactus in the pursuit of abundance is the golden barrel cactus, or Echinocactus grusonii, commonly known as mother-in-law's seat. This cactus is captivating both in appearance and symbolism. With its robust, round shape covered in golden spines, it embodies a duality of protection and abundance, which makes it a powerful symbol within the home. In ancient teachings, it is considered a guardian of prosperity, a kind of sentinel that attracts and safeguards the energy of wealth. Unlike cacti that repel or divert energies, the golden barrel cactus has a structure that, paradoxically, invites abundance while protecting it. Its golden spines are a key aspect of its symbolism. The golden color, naturally associated with gold and wealth, is seen as a visual representation of prosperity. For ancient cultures, gold was more than just a metal. It was a symbol of vital energy, power, and stability. In this cactus, the golden spines serve as a bright shield that protects material resources and positive energies already present in the home, preventing any malicious or lacking energy from approaching. The circular structure of the golden barrel cactus, in addition to its stability, represents the concept of continuity and balance. The circle is a perfect shape with no beginning or end, symbolizing a constant flow of energy and abundance without interruptions. This rounded form emits a vibration of security, an invitation for resources to flow while remaining protected. Placing this cactus in a financial area or a specific part of the home, such as the right side, a position traditionally considered powerful in ancient cultures, channels energy to create an atmosphere of stability and success. As a guardian, it not only protects what one already has, but also fosters growth and the multiplication of those resources. Additionally, this cactus carries symbolism of resilience and endurance, as it is a plant that survives in extreme conditions and adapts to arid climates. Ancient masters saw this adaptability as a lesson in perseverance and strength for those seeking prosperity. The golden barrel cactus, in its robustness, reminds us that prosperity must not only be sought, but also defended and cultivated with resilience. This cactus teaches that wealth is something that can be protected from adverse elements, that it can grow in the most challenging terrains, and that, over time, it can become a stable and constant source of well-being. The presence of a golden barrel cactus in the home is an invitation to embrace prosperity with awareness, to not be intimidated by obstacles, and to trust that wealth, when well cared for and protected, can be a source of enduring balance and security. Ancient masters advised speaking to the cactus, thanking it for its protection, and asking it to keep the energy of abundance in motion. Through this ritual of care and respect, the relationship with the cactus is strengthened as a silent guardian of fortune, a presence that, day by day, helps manifest and ensure abundance in the home. Finally, we find the cactus known as the Christmas cactus, or Schlumbergera truncata. This cactus has a unique and distinct energy. Unlike other cacti, its character is not rooted in defense or retention, but in openness and renewal, symbolizing prosperity from a place of shared abundance. This cactus blooms specifically in the winter season, when many plants are dormant, as a reminder that abundance can emerge even in times of adversity. In Buddhist philosophy, this act of flowering in cold conditions is deeply symbolic, showing resilience and inviting us to view prosperity as something that can be cultivated and grown even in difficult times. The Christmas cactus is appreciated not only for its ability to bloom when light is scarce, but also for the beauty of its flowers, which can vary in shades of pink, red, white, and purple. Each color of these flowers represents a distinct positive vibration, amplifying the energy of prosperity in the home. The flowers are an expression of joy and unity, evoking a sense of warmth and family togetherness values associated with true abundance. In Buddhist teachings, financial growth and prosperity are not just about the accumulation of material wealth, but also the manifestation of harmonious relationships and an environment where everyone feels safe and cared for. The Christmas cactus, with its vibrant colors and its ability to bloom in less than ideal conditions, symbolizes precisely this generous vision of prosperity. When placed in the home, the Christmas cactus acts as an energetic bridge between material prosperity and shared joy. Ancient sages taught that the energy of this plant encourages the flow of wealth in a loving, communal way. The prosperity attracted by the Christmas cactus is not based on individual accumulation, but on growth that benefits all members of the household, promoting generosity and a spirit of unity. It is a plant recommended for areas where the family often gathers, such as the living room or dining room, as these are spaces of connection where its vibrations of harmony and abundance can resonate more strongly. Additionally, the blooming of the Christmas cactus has a revitalizing effect on the environment. Its vibrant colors fill the space with renewed energy, bringing a feeling of hope and new beginnings. In ancient teachings, it was said that each flower that blooms on the cactus is a blessing that attracts fortune and prosperity. Thus, its flowers become a symbol of gratitude and joy, filling the home with energy that nurtures both emotional and material well-being. This cactus also reminds us that true abundance lies in the balance between giving and receiving. Caring for it, talking to it, admiring its flowers, and expressing gratitude for its presence are practices that reinforce its positive energy. In the relationship with the Christmas cactus, a vision of prosperity is cultivated that goes beyond material resources and expands to the well-being of all. It is, in essence, a plant that, as it opens in its beautiful flowers, reflects the openness of those who live in the home toward shared abundance and harmonious growth. These three cacti, the peyote, the golden barrel cactus, and the Christmas cactus, show us that abundance can be invited in various ways. Some open doors to clarity and opportunity, while others act as guardians or celebrate flourishing in times of need. Each one, with its particular form and energy, can be an ally for those seeking not only material wealth but a life of harmony and growth. And now, as I promised, I want to share with you the secret I've kept until the end. It may surprise many, for it's not just about where we place a cactus, nor its species or visible properties. There is something deeper, something that connects ancient wisdom with our being. The way we treat our cacti, the care and respect we give them, is what truly activates their positive energy. The masters teach us that plants, just like people, respond to love and intention. Cacti, though they may appear stoic and distant, are sensitive to their surroundings and to those who care for them. When we touch them, speak to them, even with a gentle whisper, we create an invisible bond between our energy and theirs. This connection is nurtured by our sincerity, our daily attention, and in this interaction, a flow arises that opens the path to abundance. Let me be clear, It's not enough to place a cactus in a special spot in our home and then forget about it. Placing a plant for prosperity and neglecting it is like inviting a friend into our home and not saying a single word to them. The ancient masters knew this well. For them, each plant in the home had a purpose, and interacting with it was a daily practice, almost like meditation. When we approach a cactus with genuine intention, when we observe its spines, its shape, its color, and treat it with appreciation, we generate a reciprocal energy. Cacti absorb our attention, and in return, they give us a flow of renewed energy, harmony, and yes, prosperity. I'll share something with you. There are masters who spend years caring for a single cactus, and to them, that plant is like a mirror of their own inner self. They see in each spine a defense, in each new growth an opportunity. We should see it this way in our home as well. By caring for it, by watering it, we're pouring into it our own energy of growth and abundance. And more than that, the cactus becomes a protector, absorbing and neutralizing any negative energy that might threaten our well-being. But this only happens when we treat it as a living being and not as a decorative object. Now, I want to leave you with a final thought. Abundance does not reside in the objects we possess, but in the energy with which we interact with the world. When we treat a cactus with reverence, we are, deep down, cultivating that reverence within ourselves. And it is this energy, this pure intention, that invites fortune into our home. It's not the plants themselves that bring wealth, but our willingness to connect with them, to integrate them into our lives with respect and love. Remember this every time you see a cactus. And if you want to continue discovering more secrets to harmonize your homes, I invite you to our next gathering, where we'll share how to decorate your home with 10 objects that attract money and protect your peace. May wisdom guide you on this path, and may every act of care become a step toward true abundance. And now, if you want to delve deeper into how to attract even more positive energy and wealth to your home, I invite you to join me in our next session, where you'll discover 10 very special objects that can transform your space into a magnet for prosperity and protect you from poverty. But for now, I'll leave you with this thought. Every element in your home can be an open door to abundance if used with wisdom and compassion. If you made it to the end of the video, comment, full visualization, best wishes, and may you have an excellent and abundant day.